Hey Lana, welcome to 14 Minutes of Fame. You've been on before, but it's not a one and done. It's let's jump out, have a bit of fun conversation. So for everybody else, this is Lana Burgess from Exceptional Tradies Solutions. We've been networking together for a couple of years now. I think I checked it out. It was 2.5 years ago.
Time flies.
We discovered each other over at business at breakfast somewhere. You'll notice I'm not wearing a crown today, Lana. I've decided if I position myself right, my tree is kind of like reindeer antlers. And if I try not to move my head too much, I've just got a reindeer crown. That's the plan. Just not to move too much. But I thought that you and I we're an accountability group together, and since nobody else is here, I thought maybe we'd just have a chat and jump online and tell me, since Christmas is coming, how does it work in the tradie space of with Christmas? Do they go on holidays? Do you go on holidays? Does everybody
Some
continue to work and run Christmas in February? How does it work?
some clients do, some clients don't. I'm finding in the lead up to Christmas, everyone starts throwing all their admin at me, which is great. Some clients are working through, some clients are taking off. So, um, yeah, but it's actually this is probably the busiest week I've had this year. And
Nice.
it's
Well,
all because the tradies are starting to think about, okay, I've got to have a couple of weeks. I've got to get everything done now.
yeah.
Um, so that's happening.
Absolutely.
Um,
When I worked in, so I'm a salesman by trade. So I first started as a salesman as a barmaid, so in hospitality. Then I moved to retail, furniture, Apple computers, government offices. Then it was patents and trademarks. But in the retail and hospitality space, I mean, we'd all year long, we'd be there twiddling our thumbs, going, God, I wish we were busier. I wish we had more customers. And then, of course, Christmas would come about. So from the middle of November onwards, easily, season would be on, and we'd be flat out. And then for some reason, now that we're actually waited all year to get to that point, then everyone would start saying, good, but I'm never going to get Christmas off. Well, here's how I explain it. You waited all year for the busiest moment of your life. Take Christmas in February. Like, just take Christmas in February. This is when the holidays are there, so you get all the the double, triple time for working. You get the busy time. Everybody's wanting to buy things. It's an exciting time of year to be working, and it's where you can do the most amount of help for the most amount of people. And I suppose in the trading space, you're exactly the same. You might work by yourself, or
yeah,
you got staff, but I
I've got
mean,
team.
technically, in
Well,
your
technically, I
office,
mean, I work alone in my office. My
yeah,
team don't work in my office with me, so
no.
we're all remote. So
Yeah, correct. And so, but it's the most exciting time when you get to help the most amount of tradies spend time with their families, because your real theme is, if I do the admin for you, you can go spend time with your family. And
and
then
Christmas is the time you do
that's the
that.
time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, is for a tradie to be.
I
And
mean,
for
you should
those
do that
who,
every week, but Christmas definitely.
yeah, how many Christmas holidays have someone has an electrician or a plumber or a builder missed out on spending Christmas with their family because they're so busy and stressed out thinking, I must finalize this year before I start next year. I'm just going to have another year like the year I just had.
Pretty much, yeah. And a lot of trade businesses, they like to plan the next year before the current year finishes, and it's a race to the end for a lot of them. Um, so a lot of them, yeah, still because tradies obviously there's emergencies and you can't really like plan when they happen. They
Oh,
stay open for emergencies.
yeah.
So which means and some of the cleaning companies that I work with are also only, not working the public holidays. Every other day they've got cleans going on.
Well, lucky Christmas Day is a public holiday, hey? So,
Mm.
and technically they're looking to have the weekend off. So it's really nice for them this year that Christmas and Boxing Day is going to sit Wednesday and Thursday. So they have a couple of days on, a couple of days off, another day on, a couple of days off, and
Mm.
and then the next year comes about. So
And I love, yeah, helping this time of year. I don't do a lot for Christmas myself personally, so it's great that I can help out when they need to spend time with their family the most.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I
So,
know. Well, I know with business at breakfast, I give everybody all of this, pretty much all of December off. Sales classes, all of that. They stop at the beginning of December. That very first week in December is when I stop everything, so that then you've got 3, 4 weeks of collecting yourself, getting yourself back into order, following up with 11 months of working, networking, meeting new people, advertising, and never quite finalizing anything. I mean, entrepreneurs suffer the same way as the tradesmen do, is that you're never quite finalizing anything. I say take December off and finalize the stuff. I like what you said about your tradies, that they like to plan in December, the end of December, for the new year, so that way they're starting the new year working, not planning. You start the new year planning, and then you're not starting work until about February. So that's another reason why I say to everybody, take December off from the normal activity of multiple networking events. Go do the Christmas stuff. Leave the main networking out. Finalize that. Finish any class that you're doing. Finalize all of that. Follow up with people. Say Merry Christmas. Tell them a Happy New Year. Go out and have some drinks. Eat lots of cake. Eat chocolates. Open presents. Go shopping. And then, we're ready to go come
and
planning.
they'll have someone to help with all the admin stuff that happens in between. So
Yeah, you get to take
that
on
way
all of
they
it.
can actually not worry about the business at all. They just go and spend time with their family and
And
everything else will be taken
how
care of
amazing
for.
to come back into work, say the 2nd, 3rd of January, to find that all their invoices are up to date.
I know,
Oh,
right?
very cool. And they're starting a calendar year and everything's up to date. So
Yep, and
let's
the
go.
schedule's pre-organized and everything is ticking away like it should.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go back to business side of it. So if we met 2.5 years ago, I think you were on, a couple of clients, two, three, four, maybe five clients, going back 2.5 years ago when we first met networking, and coming out networking every day, coming to business at breakfast, practicing your elevator pitch, getting creamed by everybody about how fast your pitch was. Over the 2 years, you've slowed down your pitch. You've been very precise in what it is that you say. Your presentations are amazing. So, Lana, conversion side, what does that equal on clients moving forward? What are you at? Because just for everybody, so that you know, Lana's a bit of a star player. You want to set the bar somewhere? We're just going to follow Lana. So, Lana, how many tradies you work with now?
A lot more than last year.
I know, right?
Um, right now I've got 30 ongoing clients and 65 service mate support clients.
Wow, wow. What
Last
an
year
amazing
I
group.
probably had maybe 5 ongoing cli clients and maybe 30 service mate clients. So
Okay.
I feel like I've doubled, if not tripled, my client load this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you've got about 7 staff members, or you're one of
Yeah,
7.
I had 1 or 2 people last year, so I've definitely
Yeah,
grown in both areas this year.
yeah. Well, if I recall, at the beginning of this year, you didn't even come out to business at breakfast until halfway through the year because you were employing staff. So if that's any indication of next year, I'm going to lose you for a little bit while you do all
No.
of that growth. Well,
I
hey,
realized that's why I came back out. I was like, I was start things were starting to drop off because my network was dropping off, and I was like, and then I realized I missed it too much. I need it for my social. Like I feel
your
like,
personal growth. Yeah.
yeah. Otherwise, I talk too much with the team and nothing gets done. I'm a very sociable person.
Working with the cat, right?
I
You
need to
don't talk
talk
so
to
much.
people that aren't tradies, and
Yeah.
I found that I really enjoy networking. I really enjoy meeting and doing meeting people and talking business and just talking in general. Um, so and I can't really do that with the team or the clients, otherwise they'll probably hang up on me. So,
Yeah, yeah. So
um,
you've been in sales classes, you've been coming out networking, you've learned a
Mm.
lot. You've been in classes with me for a while now. So,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
what's
gonna
the
make sure
biggest
I'm
thing?
consistent on networking. I'm never taking a break again.
No, no,
I don't think it was all about being busy though. I think maybe I was just um needed a break to discover what I really wanted
yeah,
from the business and myself. It was more of a personal break, I think, for the networking.
yeah,
But then I realized I actually really need the networking and
yeah.
for the social as well as building the business up.
You don't sort of know how something is working until you stop doing it, and then you can see, is that bit working or was it something else entirely? So tell me, Lana, what's the biggest what's the best sales tip that you've got, like where your improvement is? What's the thing that you've learnt the most that you utilize in order to have improved so much and acquired so many clients?
Well, the whole um I'm a fast talker, so slowing right down has definitely helped. Um Also, yeah, um being more concise about what I do, the using the right words, which is what I've learned from your classes and why I keep coming back, um, is one, you're awesome, and two, I'm learning a lot of great stuff. And I'm using it, and it's working. Like, honestly, my conversion rate with every person that I speak to is close to 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's because I'm very confident and precise and concise on what I'm telling people. And I've learned that I was not like that when I first started.
yeah. So what you've done, Lana, is you've allowed the marketing to come in, and then when the marketing comes in, so the customer finds you because of the marketing, you then move from marketing to the person. You don't
Mm,
have to market to them. They already found you. You just move to the sales side. So
yeah.
initially learning to say what it is that you do, that's step number one of how to go from no sales to sales. Where's my book? So step number one of how to go from no sales to sales, get known for that thing that you sell, right? That's so
Mm.
very important. And you're definitely known as the girl who helps those in the trades and construction world, electricians, plumbers,
Yeah,
builders,
and
painters.
being clear about who I help is
Yeah,
also, and that's getting people in my network to start referring me clients, and that's happening a lot more now.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I'm talking to enough people that I'm almost getting like a lead every day,
yeah, nice.
which
Nice.
most of them I'm closing.
And notice that from the lead, which is ultimately how Sell Like a Rockstar came about, was
Mm,
we get leads. We've set all the marketing up to get leads, whether it be via networking for a one-to-one, a referral, Facebook, whatever it is that we've put information out. People are coming to us, asking us questions. And Sell Like a Rockstar is about how to move from that marketing part, like the lead came to you, to the sales part. Most people just keep staying in the marketing, marketing, marketing. But I think you, Lana, you've learned how to not market yourself to them once they're in front of you. Let me explain to you, marketing to someone would be an electrician coming to you and saying, Lana, I need help with my admin. Here, let me explain what I do with admin. That's you
mhm.
continuing to market. But what you've done is you've learned to do the sales part. Lana, I need help with my admin. Yeah, yes, I can help you with that. And you don't market, you just say, I can help. And then that's the sales side. Oh, thank God. I found the person who can help me out. That's all the tradesman is looking for. That's
And
a
I'm finding like you're a great example of this. That person you obviously referred me to. I'm not going to mention names, because we're in a podcast. But I'm finding people that don't know my target market. Sorry, but they know the people that you bring it up to, and being recommended is so much better than you specifically. Yeah, that it's just I'm trying to find my words, but it's
100%.
so much better being recommended because they automatically trust you because they're being recommended by someone they know.
Yeah.
And I was saying that last night in our group. And it's so true. So
Oh,
building, so I think that's what one way I've fallen down this year is I've thought, oh, networking marketing business, I doubt they'll know any tradies. But everyone knows tradies, so I've kind of looked at it a little bit wrong and limited myself in that way. So it's
yeah.
probably one way I had this mindset. I'm like, Oh yeah, a networking marketing business or they probably won't fit me, but they all know tradies. What
That's
am I
right, because
doing?
they talk to more people than anyone else. On the other side of it, though, Lana, for the last 2 years, what you've been learning is how to convert your own customer. If you can't work out how to do it, how are you supposed to teach somebody else to find it
Mhm.
for you if you can't do it yourself? So, what you've learned in the
Yep.
last 2 years is how to find it yourself and how to convert it. It makes it a lot easier to have that conversation with the person that goes, I think I might know who you're talking about because you can speak better at it. We are going to wrap up because we're at the end of the 14 minutes. However, well, we're
Well,
past
that
it
went
again.
fast, didn't
But
it?
I will show you something since you brought it up, right? This is what I call a sales curve. It's actually called the
Mm,
curve diffusion of innovation or something, but it works the
yep.
same for selling, right? So we salesmen sell to this group here, the early adopters, and it's only like 13.5%. We sell to these guys here, right? But these guys, the ones who know what you do, they sell to these ones. Most people go out networking or do the marketing, they're trying to market to the top of this curve here. So the salesman's trying to market up here. But these guys don't buy from the salesman. These guys
Mm,
buy from the person who tested out what the salesman sold. So these
yep.
guys buy because these guys tested it. These guys buy because they don't want to be left behind. And these guys buy only because there was no other choice. And they didn't want it in the first place. It's more like these are the Nokia 360 guys. Their phone doesn't work anymore. They have to upgrade. The only thing that's available is an iPhone, and against all of their wishes, they end up with a phone with a camera in it. But that's because there's no other choice when it comes to phones now. But yeah, so what you've discovered, Lana, is you've been selling for 2 years to this section here, right? The
Mm.
ones that just come directly to you and come from you. But now you get to move into, it's going to be an exciting year for you because you now get
Oh
to
yeah.
move into the space of meeting more of everybody so that you can allow these guys who know what you do to talk about you, and you'll end up with the majority of people now. So
Yep.
fun times moving ahead for you when it comes to marketing, Lana.
Yes, very much so. And it wouldn't be possible without your nuggets of gold, Misty.
Excellent. I'll take it. Yes, that's my goal. Make sales training as easy as possible so that even the most staunch, but I'm not a salesman. I don't want to be. I don't want to be seen as that person. Ends up selling as well. Thank you, Lana, for jumping on
Thank
today.
you.
It's been so much fun.
You
And
too.
well, I'll see you around anyway. We'll all see you somewhere. And it's
Mm,
still what, another week before Christmas? Well, 4 days anyway. See you soon.
4 days. See you soon.